everyone, I'm Becky.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're doing Bickering book reviews. Today we are talking about Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren, which I listened to the audiobook off of Audible.
I listened to the audiobook, but I also got the e-arc from Edelweiss.
See, we're all there. So this is an adult romance book, which is something that we don't usually do, but teen publishing has slowed down a little bit, so we're reaching out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just I'm in a reading funk.
I am too.
I just need something that'll grab me at this point.
It's just, my brain's just done. So this book, this is about Tate Jones, and she is the daughter of the most famous movie star in the world. But her mom and him had been married for like 10 years. They got divorced when she was 8. And it was a big scandal, big mess. And so her mom took her and moved to her hometown in a small sleepy place in California. And so Tate kind of didn't see her father again. So when she's 18, her grandmother takes her on this fabulous trip to London. And she meets Sam Brandis, who's there with his step-grandfather. And it's very much like Room with a View, where they didn't have a view, but Sam's family had a view, and so they switched rooms and then they connect. So it's like Lucy Honeychurch and George Emerson. And so they spend these week together in London, and they fall in love, and everything's great and perfect. And then he disappears after she told him the secret about her father. And the next day she's on the cover of all the tabloids. And so she knows it was him. Then it jumps ahead 12 years? They're in their 30s.
I thought it was more like 14.
It might have been 14 years. And so
she's my age in this book.
Yeah. She's a big movie star, and she's making this little movie that she's really passionate about, and he turns out to be the writer. And there's will they forgive each other? Will she forgive him? Will they fall in love? What's going on? So that's basically the basics of it. So I gotta say, I didn't love this one, and I'm big fans of Christina Lauren, and I was kind of with this one.
I think if we want to talk about kind of where my problems come in, it's spoilers. So I don't know what to say about this book.
Yeah. So
because I don't know whether we want to go down the spoiler road or whether we want to just keep it very general.
Well, let's try to keep it general with maybe some soft spoilers. Well, my first thing was, okay, so the teen years stuff is a fourth of the book. And I thought it was going to be maybe 25 pages.
And it was slow.
I didn't necessarily think it was slow, but I just kind of feel if they wanted to write a teen book, because they've written teen books, and I like that. Autobiography was gorgeous. So,
no, but this one was boring.
I just couldn't get into it.
I mean, because it happened very quickly. We weren't really kind of connected to either of the characters. There wasn't really any depth to it, but it's a romance book. I'm not expecting depth, but I think that kind of what you expect to find in a romance book is the journey to get there, and their journey happened very quickly in the teen years because it's part of the larger journey, but the teen years were slow.
See, and I didn't think the teen years were slow. I honestly, I never really...
They didn't do anything but make out in a garden.
I didn't care for Sam, and I love Christina Lauren's books.
I'm not a fan of Sam, and I'm still not a fan of Sam, and I think that's the problem.
And the whole
I had
premise
no buy-in.
That you would forgive everything as quickly as she would have had to have forgiven them.
I don't forgive him. I don't.
No, and I mean,
and I'm sorry, but you need I need to buy into that. I need to be able to forgive him too.
And I think this is going to sound, and the people who read her books might understand this because you haven't really read a lot of their books. She usually writes these great male leads, and this is not Josh from Josh and Hazel. This is not Bennett. Sam was just kind of eh. And honestly, their book Roomies is one of my favorite all-time books, and I was really disappointed by this.
I think I know more about, I don't even know what I know more about in this book. I feel I know more about the crap that Tate's dad did to her as opposed to really anything else.
Well, and I also feel and this is
I don't like the grandmother. I think the mom is super spacey. I mean, Charlie's kind of interesting, the best friend, but
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a fluffy romance book, but when I'm in this headspace where it's a struggle to read, this made it harder.
And I don't know. I don't know if I would have liked it better if I hadn't read so many of their other books.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah. We should just rate it. So our rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns, we go down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I mean, like, I think it's a three unicorn. Like, it's a typical romance book. You're gonna find the
Yeah.
steamy scenes that you want. I don't know. I guess I have like certain standards for what I want my male characters to do and my expectations for them. And this, like, I don't know, this old school men can do whatever they want. I'm no longer buying into it.
And I guess, like, I'm at a 3 too, and I think when you said something that right there made me think about it. So I expect more from their male characters, but I also expect more from their female characters. Because I'm thinking, like, the Beautiful Bastard series, those women, like, stood up for themselves. Like, it was, like, constant. It was like, yeah, I don't agree with what you're doing. Like, I can walk away from you. I may be in love with you, but I'm strong enough to walk away from you. And Tate was just never strong. So you don't get like that, like wanting escape, like the escapism fantasy of it with this one. So I'm like I said, I'm at 3, and that's probably because I like their books so much.
I mean, I think adult romance readers are going to enjoy it.
I don't know if other fans of
I don't know if
their
they
books,
enjoy it, but like they'll read it, they'll finish it.
I think people who liked Unhoneymooners will really like this, but I think that people who were like Roomies and Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating and like the Beautiful series and the Wild Nights series aren't going to like
You've
this
read
as
a
much.
lot of their books.
I have read all of their books. I actually started reading their books before they had a real publisher.
Oh.
I bought Beautiful Bastard when it was like $2.99 on Amazon self-pubbed. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah. So that's why. So I was like excited, and then I was like, oh yeah. So that's where we are.
Oh. Like I said, I just still have like lingering resentment towards Sam.
I know. And so we'll see you around.
All right.
Bye.